Gamage, who's your favorite iteration of Spider-Man?
I don't know.
You don't have like a favorite comic series?
I mean,
Not movies.
maybe Ultimate, but that was kind of short-lived, and that it became Miles Morales, and then Peter Parker came back, but it stopped.
So maybe Ultimate.
Maybe. I mean,
Okay.
they're all good. They all have pros and cons, and honestly, the fact that people have favorites in Spider-Man, I think is part of the problem with why people are unhappy with Spider-Man and Marvel all the time.
It's just that people are unhappy, is they have favorites. I was just curious because somebody asked me which Spider-Man I liked, and I was like, I've really acquired my love of Spider-Man through osmosis, and let me explain to you how. And I was like, and I really don't have like a specific comic book Spider-Man, but I know a lot of random tidbits about a lot of different ones. I think. Different ones.
Shit. My headphones broke, so I'm using my headset, and you're like coming through hard on it. Fuck.
He says with the tone of depression creeping in.
Yes, it's depression. Nothing else.
What the fuck else would it be, Gamage?
Well, depression is like a condition that comes internally, without external factors.
I think depression can be caused by external factors. Perhaps. The science needs to be studied more. Pretty sure it can, though. Do we have preamble? Are we D&Ding again?
No, we are not. We are never doing that again. It's
because you hated it.
I did hate it, but you know what? It's one of those things where it's like you suffer and you're like, wow, this doesn't feel fun. But I'm sure it'll sound fine and be funny when you hear it. And no, yeah. It was really bad. I wish I had friends to D&D with.
Dude, you do. We all keep saying that we're willing to do it. You just don't want to DM anymore, which is totally fair.
No,
sounds like a lot of work.
I wish I had good friends to D&D with.
Hey.
No.
Jared is a good friend. How dare you?
Jared is the best D&D player I've ever played with.
Jared is like a league of his own. He makes the rest of us look like sad fucking oatmeal.
Yeah, Jared thinks outside of the box. I create fun little puzzles for him, and he figures it out. Like, he and I are like on the same wavelength. And
yeah, Jared's your soulmate.
He kind of is.
Brittany's being left behind. We know.
Brittany's issue is that we didn't roleplay enough. Well, Brittany, the problem is that our theater student decided to go with a mute character.
Hey, they played great. The audience loved them. Fuck you.
Oh, I mean, Brittany's character was incredible, but it was a mute. They were quiet.
Yes, I thought Jasmine did an impeccable job of being a translator, though. They had such an emotional bond. That was quite
Jasmine's
touching.
issues, and I don't mind fucking dragging her out into the town square and shooting her in the face because she'll never listen to it. But Jasmine's issue is that all she did was get high and take notes. That was it. That was it. Like she would get high and then take notes.
Though.
Sure, but they were kind of indecipherable when you're fucking stoned.
No, there was a couple times where she was like, I have this note, and it was actually helpful.
So
then again, a broken clock is right twice a day. So
there was a moment. There was a point where the parties got split up. I don't think I ever told you about this.
Okay.
But I have it recorded, and I'll show it to you next time you're in town. But there was a maze that Jared and Jasmine were in together.
Yeah.
And like the maze would like kept evolving, and they had such like narrow sight, and they were both stoned, and it took like an extra hour because they ran around in a circle for like 40 minutes.
I love that because that's so accurate to like movie tropes where people are stoned and they're like in a building. They're like, why can't we get out? And it's like you've been circling the same t-shirts in a Walmart for 6 hours.
It's very true. It's very true. Yeah. I mean, preamble could just be the Spider-Man thing. You talked about Spider-Man. Spider-Man. There's not a Spider-Man I hate. I guess. I mean, they all have their merit, and again, I feel like people get hung up on shit. Like, I'm sure that when somebody was asking you who's your favorite Spider-Man, they're probably talking about the big three cinematic Spider-Man.
No, we were actually in a comic book store, so they were inquiring about comic books, and I was like, that's why I was like, I haven't actually read a lot of them. I've just absorbed a lot of my Spider-Man love through osmosis by being around Gamage.
And then also, like, it could go a step further and be like, well, clearly, because Amazing Spider-Man is the main Spider-Man in the 616 universe, but then the question could go further: which one of those is your favorite? Like, which writer is your favorite? Because it is all over the place, and like, there's definitely like whole eras. There is an era of Spider-Man that I'm like about, and that's like the whole.
Ever read the Miguel O'Hara comics at all?
2099. Yeah.
How are those?
They're okay. I'm not as big of a 2099 fan as other people are. Honestly, I like when I was a kid, we had the best Spider-Man toys in the world because
they had joints. You could move fingers.
They had like 100 fucking points of articulation. They were incredible, and the main ones I had like main Spider-Man, Symbiote, and 2099. But I never really liked Miguel O'Hara that much. Like, I feel like first of all, he's a vampire with a Day of the Dead costume. That's kind of it, man.
Yeah, I was curious because I was like, I feel like he got portrayed particularly cool in or like in a cool way in the Across the Spider-Verse, but I didn't know if the comic books, if it was like oh my god, Spider-Punk, where it's like the comics fall really flat, but the portrayal in the movie was actually quite cool.
I mean, Hobie Brown as Spider-Punk is cool in the comics too.
I just thought the story
way cooler in the movies. Way cooler in the movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you said like the storylines in the comics were like just okay, or that there wasn't like a lot of them to build off of.
There is now. I mean, like after
yeah.
Well, after not the Into the Spider-Verse movie, but the general Spider-Verse comic series that kind of came before it that inspired the movies, there was a whole more bunch of stuff. Like Spider-Gwen wasn't a thing until then, and now she's like one of the biggest spider characters ever. Yeah. But I think I don't like the Miguel O'Hara thing because it kind of makes the rest of the Marvel 616 universe pointless, because it is like, this is the future and the future's set in stone. It's just like, okay, cool, why are we fighting Thanos then? Because I see what it's like 1,000 years in the future and it sucks.
It's all pointless now.
Sorry, 100 years now.
No, I guess that's valid. I forgot that Thanos is the same universe as Spider-Man, so inherently that would make that whole shit fucked up.
Well, that's weird. But yeah, I mean, I when it comes to like a future-y kind of cyberpunky Spider-Man, I like Spider-Man Unlimited more than Spider-Man 2099. That's going to be kind of a controversial opinion, but it's mine, and fuck you.
Well, you're a contrarian, so you're keeping with the
Spider-Man
program.
Unlimited is a bad show, but I do love it. I recommend watching it.
I'm trying to remember. Is that the one where their eyeballs are just like one giant color? Instead of having like pupils and whites of their eyes. They might have whites of their eyes, but there's no pupils.
I don't think I understand what you're saying.
Are you talking about, you said Spider-Man Unlimited is a terrible show, and I'm saying, is that the one where the art design, they don't have pupils, they just have like, it's just brown to fill out the eye color, and there's no like black center? I need to Google it.
Think so. Spider-Man Unlimited was the one that takes place in like the 90s, I guess early 2000s. They use these black
it's super
color
not.
More.
It's super not.
Okay.
Yours is this bitch looks like he has an Omnitrix, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, to be fair, that existed before the Omnitrix. Fuck off, but
yeah, but like that's the vibe. Like it's giving some Joey Valence and Bray Omnitrix shit.
Oh yeah, that's where that's from, and not Ben 10.
No.
Famous Joey Valence and Bray.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with Ben 10. I don't know why you'd think that. Welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home, the only podcast to have permission from Bill Owens to keep carrying on 60 Minutes, only it's wildly fucking different because it's going to be inaccurate. I'm On Brand Rachel, and this is my co-host, On Brand... Sorry, what's your name again?
I didn't understand that reference, so...
Bill Owens is part of 60 Minutes, and he recently left 60 Minutes because he... I think they were, bought out by a company that supports Trump, and he's like, I'm not actually giving the news anymore, so I don't care to be here.
And I'm On Brand Gamage, but I think that reference is going to only work on 2 people that listen to this.
That's okay, we explained it now, so it's fine.
Yeah, explaining the joke makes it funnier. That's Creed.
I don't know about you, but I was raised that explaining the joke makes it 20 times funnier.
I believe you. Each week you spin a wheel to figure out what the next week's podcast is going to be. Last week we spun and landed on, I think, Slice of Life, because I started calling Rachel out on not calling that out. And we decided on doing conspiracy theories. We kind of thought about doing this, and here we are. From aliens building the pyramids to Aladdin saying, good teenagers, take off your clothes, our history is rich with conspiracy theories.
And we're going to focus on one specific one.
It's kind of funny because I kind of am focusing on one right now, and I feel like it might be the same one.
What did you pick?
So bear in mind, I wrote this on Sunday, but my favorite current conspiracy theory is the Trump is dead conspiracy.
Oh my God. Gamage, we were supposed to be topically political. I'm not even going to try that again. Gamage, we were supposed to talk about 9/11.
I mean, no, we're supposed to talk about conspiracies.
No, we literally wrote 9/11 in the thing, but it's fine. I'll talk about 9/11, and you can talk about different conspiracy theories.
We said this is going to be our conspiracy. I have it on recording, but we said we were going to do a conspiracy episode.
Bitch, next episode, topic, 9/11 conspiracies. I wrote it 2 weeks ago, and then I edited the date that we were recording.
Because, it's 9/11 and also conspiracies. That's what we discussed.
There's no comma. It's 9/11 conspiracies. We talked about it 2 weeks ago. I said, you can talk about yours, and I will just talk about 9/11.
Brittany, can you chime in and be a tiebreaker here? Were we going to do conspiracies or just 9/11? Just the conspiracies around 9/11. You know what? Let's just do just the conspiracies around 9/11. I'd like to kick back for this one, Rachel. Go.
No, I just said we can share.
Oh, I'm not doing it now.
I want to know if Trump is dead, though.
He's not. Spoiler alert.
Oh, horrible. All right, tell me about your conspiracies, or do you want me to start?
I didn't want to talk about 9/11. I feel like that's kind of a super downer topic, and especially in no way would we be able to do it in a way that isn't disrespectful.
Gamage, I never intended on being respectful. What?
All right. Well,
there's some crazy fucking 9/11 conspiracy theories out there.
The real conspiracy theory is that Rachel is inseminating her 9/11 conspiracy theories into this podcast, despite the fact that we talked about all conspiracy theories.
Yeah, fact checkers said that 9/11 was brought up as the reason to do the conspiracy theories, but we said we would do others too. I don't remember that, but fine.
It makes sense that you don't remember that, and you.
Yeah, well, I don't listen when you talk. And I do have an agenda, fact checker. Thank you for being factually accurate. I appreciate you checking my agenda. Unlike some people on this fucking podcast. God damn. Yes, tell me about Trump not dying, and then I'll tell you my first 9/11 conspiracy theory. We'll go back and forth. Some of these are so wild.
I mean, Trump's not dead. What do you want?
What's your next one then, bitch?
Trump wasn't... do you know anything about this? Or
no, I have actually zero clue what you're talking about, and I'm extremely intrigued.
You genuinely, that's so weird. Okay, so Trump wasn't seen for a couple of days, and the theory is that he died.
I do know somebody who's firmly convinced that he has some heart condition.
Oh, no.
It's they're analyzing the way he walked, and they're like, yeah, he's gonna die soon. So I guess fair game.
They're convinced because it's true. Because if you look at his ankles, they're fucking hippopotamus ankles. The guy has a heart condition. It's either heart or kidney.
He's got to have so many conditions.
But he wasn't seen for a couple of days, and that's weird alone, because it's like Trump is always like fucking 30 seconds away from a camera to like babble on about being a narcissistic toddler. So the conclusion that everybody came to is just like, where's Trump? What happened? So several days ago, we actually got photos of Trump golfing, and the internet immediately was like dismissing it from like 2019. Sources came out and said it was a newer photo, and sure enough it is. There's like weird hand spots all over Trump's hands from like IVs. But people are saying that it's a body double and that Trump actually is dead, because we're seeing a lot of people talk on behalf of Trump, but not himself. Again, it's weird because he's a diaper homie and he loves this shit himself on camera. But to be fair, this episode was recorded Tuesday, 9/2, by the way. He did come out and said some shit about bombing Venezuela or some garbage. So he's not dead, unfortunately. But it's a conspiracy theory, so it goes deeper.
Oh, okay. What's the next layer? Peel it back like an onion.
Fun aside, this isn't really a thing, but the trash bags were seen thrown from the second-story White House, and Trump said it was AI. That's a weird thing, but getting back to it.
Like empty trash bags or like full trash bags?
They're full. They're full, several.
Oh, well, then it's for sure AI.
And the speaker was just like, oh, well, their maintenance is happening at that house. And then everybody was like, what's going on over there? And they're like, I don't know. I don't know what's over there.
Maintenance,
and then Trump
AI, I don't know.
Looked at the footage. Yeah, Trump looked at the footage. He's like, that's AI. And you're like, no, it's not.
What?
But, so it's a CT. CTs go deeper. CTs always go deeper.
Of course.
There's something called the Pizza Index. Are you familiar with the Pizza Index?
No, I'm familiar with the Waffle House Index, but not the Pizza Index.
That's funny. I'm going to get to that. So the Pizza Index, or the Pentagon Pizza Meter, is threading a connection.
Oh, wait, I do know what the Pizza Index is.
Yes, it's threading a connection with the surge in pizza deliveries to the Pentagon and or White House with major political crises. Most normal people, like myself a year ago, would have been like, that's kind of a reach. But the more you think about it, the more it makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, more pizza or food delivery orders are put in, the more overtime or overnight work is taking place from government officials, and we're currently seeing an increase in the pizza metric as we speak.
Is there like an ongoing live graph from the local Domino's and Pizza Huts?
There is a Pizza Index like monitor you could look at online.
Fuck yes. I love the internet.
I'm not getting into it, but like the Pizza Index goes deep. Like it shows like so many different like events. But my theory is that Trump is not dead, because we saw him, but my guess is that it is related to his health, though, because he does look like a heroin balloon stuffed up a chimpanzee's drug mule asshole. But I think more importantly, it's either one of two situations. It's either we finally got some actual doctors that went, hey dude, the bill's due, here's your timeline, it's not super long, and Trump is having, to my surprise, a very human reaction to his own mortality, because we keep seeing like JD Vance like posting a lot of vague wording about stepping up as a leader if the circumstances bend that way. But my other theory, I feel like is closer, is that he had a stroke and was having partial paralysis. So like he was like, I don't know. What do you get when half of your face is paralyzed? You like just get Botox and then you're fine again or something. But like I feel like they were hiding it hard.
Okay.
And that's why it took several days for him to come up and be like, yeah, we're invading Mexico. But I mean,
we're invading Mexico and bombing Venezuela.
I mean, either way, I feel like he's on death's door. Like they're gonna make it look like Democrats attack the White House when he finally does kick the bucket.
When he finally expires, they're gonna send out all their fucking Democratic sleeper cells to go raid the White House.
Yeah, somebody pointed out that like Bill Clinton hasn't been president for like 30 years, and he's still younger than Trump right now, and that's
fucking crazy.
That hurts. But also, as you brought up the Waffle House Index, it's in the realm of like monitoring seemingly mundane statistics that are like important national events is the Waffle House metric for natural disasters. Like, apparently Waffle House is the most prepared establishment in America for natural disasters.
Are they the most prepared or the most loose with like human lives?
No, okay. First of all, fights happen at Waffle House. We know that. Waffle House is known for fighting. But if there's a natural disaster going on, Waffle House is like the most important one to look at. Because Craig Fugate, I don't know,
Fugazi.
Former head of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, says, and I quote, "If you get there and the Waffle House is closed, that's really bad."
Yes. Absolutely. Sorry, the way you worded it before, I thought you were saying, like, if there's an emergency, go to the Waffle House because they'll house you and it's safe. No. And I was like, objectively, you're just going to get stabbed in a hurricane.
Yeah. But no, like, they will close the second anything is, like happening. But they also, like, there's a metric of, like, if it's code yellow, like, only partial of their menu is available, that means that, like, things are getting bad. Yeah. So, like, if you're at a Waffle House and the menu's limited, it's time to maybe skip town.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like when the Waffle House starts editing anything about their lives, it's like, all right, it's time to go. It's not safe.
In addition to that, there's also the Big Mac Index, which
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it tracks how bad the economy is running based on the price of a Big Mac. It's inflation. That's There's nothing to it, but the fact that they named it and they put it in there, that's a thing. It also goes hand in hand with the Stripper Index, which is measuring inevitable recession by how much strippers will say they're getting business or not. Like, if a stripper's like, it's a bad night, then it's like, oh.
The economy's diving. If it's a Friday night and the strippers are slow, you best start saving your bills. That's fucking funny.
I mean, the whole fact that the pizza index is up right now and that a lot of pizza is being delivered to the Pentagon might just go hand in hand with the fact that we bombed a Venezuelan boat off of the coast because they had drugs on them, according to Trump. But
well, that's what we say about all the brown people we're rustling up. So.
That shit happened 2 hours ago. I don't know. I'm sure by the time you'll hear this, you'll be like, yeah, that was the day we went to war with Mexico. We're already 2 weeks in,
the
homie.
Day the music died.
Anyway, you really wanted to tell me about some funny 9/11 stuff?
Yeah, I know it hasn't been 100
Never
years,
forget.
so, like, it's not funny. But clearly America's forgetting 9/11, because when I Googled 9/11 conspiracies, one of the top links that showed up is America forgetting 9/11 like 27 fucking times? The answer is yes, because we have the attention span of a squirrel.
What's the year limit on when things can be funny? Is it like 21.5 or 22.5?
Well, it used to be 100 because, like, we looked up how long ago the Titanic was versus when I got on a Titanic slide at a church for a pumpkin patch in one of our first episodes. So I think we decided on about 100-ish years, and it certainly hasn't the fuck been that. But
well, no,
we're not going to get a slide anytime soon, but people have already started making 9/11 jokes constantly.
I tried renting one, but it's hard.
Yeah, you have to custom order it. They will show up. They're just like, where are we putting this? Because we don't want it to get fucked with.
I remember that South Park made the rule citing like, oh, AIDS is funny now because it's been 22, 23 years. Fact checker, what is it? 24 years? 25. You know, don't answer it. It's fine.
The 100 is for a slide. I don't think it's for people to start making fun of it.
Yeah.
It becomes funny.
It becomes funny in a 20.5-ish year thing, as per South Park. Right here, 22.3 year rule. So 9/11 was officially funny 2 years ago.
Oh, so we're good. I'm fully in the clear.
We're good. Yeah. But it is 100 years until we get a slide. So
it's like another 75 years until we get a slide.
Yeah, I was saying 2101 is the year.
Yeah.
That we get slides.
Yes.
If we still have slides by then, all slides will be VR and AI.
Well, yeah, but they'll be VR 9/11, so it'll be fine. That you can smell the smoke. It'll be 4D.
VR 9/11. Is a really bad sentence to say out loud.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of VR 9/11, because VR exists,
what do you mean, hold on.
This is actually so wildly relevant to a thing I've experienced. Because VR exists, I once watched like a 9/11, like somebody took a video that like a couple of videos that people had and they recreated like a 3D rendering of you like standing within the video and watching the towers get hit by the planes, like while there's a documentary playing in the background. It was actually like a really exceptionally cool experience. And I was like, I feel like people wouldn't move on past this tragedy so quickly if perhaps we did this as a group once a year. But we don't, so here's me making fun of 9/11.
A lot of people celebrate, I mean, I wouldn't say celebrate, but remember it by doing like the floor, or not the floor, but the stair walk.
Yeah.
Like in the full like firefighter gear.
Mm-hmm.
It's a heavy walk because I used to just do the Stairmaster and I couldn't even do half of that without the gear. So if you're still doing that, power to you.
Seriously. Also, I'm not making fun of 9/11. That shit was so wildly fucked up for so many people and their families. But I am making fun of the conspiracies that are around it because some of them are fucking crazy.
Yeah. And I do like the fact that we could see it in VR without the cancer. That's a fun thing.
Without the cancer? No, it definitely comes with the cancer.
Because if you were in like a fucking 5 to 10 mile radius around the Twin Towers, you got cancer. Like the dust was so bad.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but the VR is also giving you brain cancer.
Yeah, you're just getting a different cancer.
Yeah. It's a different, you're not getting lung cancer, you're getting brain cancer. It's just a little bit, it's moved up a couple feet. The first 9/11 conspiracy that I'm going to tell you about that I had never heard of. Have you heard of Tim Laden?
It sounds familiar.
So apparently there is a conspiracy that Osama bin Laden was living his best life in California in the 1980s.
Yes, I remember it now.
And that he was like a representative for changes source subjects depending on changes like what group he's representing depending on the sources. Yes.
Really quickly, I'd like to put out a disclosure that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Okay, one, it's a fucking conspiracy theory, so if you're gonna fact check me, fuck you. But also,
I'm not gonna fact check you because
I'm talking to the listener.
I would actually fact check. No, but yes, full disclosure, we don't know what we're talking about. Like, we don't have all the facts. We're not a true crime podcast. You want to listen to an actual podcast about 9/11 if you want the hard facts.
This is none of that.
We are reading things that people say online and then probably making fun of it.
I'm reading like probably more than 40 secondhand information about conspiracy theories that were written at like the dawn of the internet, which that was a cool part of me deep diving into 9/11 conspiracies. Is there's a lot of like interesting videos of people meeting with professionals and talking about how 2001 was really like not like the dawn or the birth of the internet, but like really when it started taking off as like a common use thing. And so 9/11 conspiracies were really like the jumping off point for let's have fucking conspiracies on the internet and people believing it because we didn't really know what the fuck the internet was.
It's definitely like the foot of the curve of going upwards like that. That's where you begin your climb of the internet popularity.
Yeah, it's on the foundation. Also, one of these experts was like, the entire reason the internet grew was on the back of porn. And I was like, that's so funny and makes perfect sense.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's 100% like,
absolutely.
Look at phone sizes. Phones got smaller and smaller and smaller
and then suddenly,
until we realized we could watch porn on the phones.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden screens started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You get like Bluetooth and better sound systems with it. Like,
yeah, that was one of the deep dives I watched is like, if you follow porn, you'll find the technological curves that were created.
And that's just, thank you, fact checker. That's with all media. It's not just like phones. It's porn is
technology follows porn and war. Those are the two things that progress us forward as a society. It's our desire to fuck weird shit and watch it online and our desire to blow people up with new, exciting things.
That's why you don't listen to politicians and lawmakers saying we should outlaw porn or make it where you have
we'd
to
fall into the
prove your
fucking
ID.
Dark Ages.
Yeah, that's a step backwards. It'd
be the fucking bubonic plague, Middle Ages all over again. So Tim Lawton, hanging out in California in the 1980s. He's representing fucking the Middle East or Al Qaeda or some shit, depending on who you're talking to. And he's assigned the name, like, Tim Osman to go meet with the CIA for whatever fucking reason, to go take tours of private U.S. facilities and then bomb them, I guess. And that's pretty much like the whole theory is they're like, he was supposed to be a representative for this group and go tour all these things. And then he was like, fuck you guys, I'm out. And then
I remember this theory
there's
too,
some harrowing, incredible American named Michael Rinkenshuto, whose name gets spelled differently and changed in like 20 different sources, who supposedly outed this information to the public and then got arrested and smuggled out of the public eye because he was talking about the truth. But I just like the idea that there was a Tim Lawton in the 80s.
Was it Snowden before Snowden?
Yeah, Snowden before Snowden. Remember Rinkenshuto.
I was trying to think of a funny pun to do with snow, but I couldn't, so...
What's your next conspiracy theory? That's pretty much it. That shit goes off on like wild tangents about how computers can't be in the desert because there's sand. Just crazy fucking shit. So I really summarized it down.
How about the conspiracy that all Japanese anime is anti-capitalism propaganda?
Why? What?
Oh, okay. Anime is communistic by nature. Let me run two anime by you, and you tell me the better one, okay, Rachel?
Okay.
Full Metal Alchemist or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
You're gonna be so mad. I haven't watched Brotherhood, and I really like the voice actor from Full Metal Alchemist, so until I make that switch, it's Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh my god.
We've discussed this.
That guy's a sex pest, Rachel.
What? Wait,
Ooh.
which one? The one that does the voice of the kid in the suit, or the one that does the main guy?
It's the same. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Edward
Creepy?
is the same.
Wait, no.
Oh man.
Hold on.
Rachel,
Fact checker says Al is fine, and Al's the kid in the suit.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. That's who I liked.
All right.
Good to know. I haven't watched it since I was told it was the bad version. I just needed a palate cleanser, and it's been like 6 years. So it's been the palate's been cleansed. I just haven't watched it.
The problematic one is the voice of both Ed in both shows. But I will say, yeah, he's hella problematic, Rachel.
Oh my god, then why did you give me shit, Gamage? Fuck you.
Because you were saying that you like the voice actor.
Holy fuck. Have you watched Demon Slayer?
I have, yes.
Okay, so I started watching it recently, and I usually
I will say I watched up until like a little bit after the train, and I stopped caring.
I haven't gone anywhere near the train. I watched like the first 3 episodes because I have a couple friends that really want me to watch it, and the dub is so bad.
I think it's fine.
No, it's so bad, Gamage.
I think it's fine.
It's fucking terrible.
No,
I normally think the dubs are fine when everybody else is shitting on them. And this one, I was like, you just make me want to not fucking care about any of this.
The last thing I want to do on this podcast is turn this into a sub versus dub war on anime, because we'll never...
I literally just said I normally watch dubs and I'm fine with them.
We'll never escape the gravity.
I will wait for the dubs because I don't stare at them while I watch them.
We'll never escape the gravity of this if we continue down.
Okay, fine.
We have to
your communist anime conspiracy theory.
Right. So it's why the live action anime adaptations always fail, is because they are created off of something else and they exist purely for monetary gain. Capitalism has been introduced into the anime and now it's bad.
Okay.
I wrote that while I was taking a shit.
I love that these aren't just like conspiracy
it's not a
theories
real,
you found. You're like, this is my theory.
I wrote down a lot of shit, and some of these are like real, but like that was just like I wrote that down when I was taking a shit, and that's where we are.
It's a halfway decent conspiracy theory. I do like it. Somebody asked me recently what my favorite conspiracy theory was, and I was talking about the Chapel Roan Miss Piggy thing, and I was like, it's really unfortunate that this became just like not at all a conspiracy theory, and it's just she's just doing it. Because damn, was it a good moment in time when I was like, oh, there's a Miss Piggy Chapel Roan conspiracy that nobody is really understanding, and then it's just reality, which is fine and it's great, but it's slightly less fun.
My favorite conspiracy theory is that Teletubbies were directly adapted from The Hobbit.
What?
Yeah.
Tell me more. Is that why the sun has a baby in it?
They live in holes in the ground.
Is that why the sun has a baby in it? It's just like the Eye of Sauron?
Yeah, and then like the Teletubbies are like short, weird people that live in like holes and hills. Like the Teletubby home looks exactly like the Shire.
Yeah, okay. How do you explain? Wait, hold on.
Did you look it up?
Hold on. No, I was just recalling from childhood. How do you explain the pink paste? What is that? Is that like the orcs? Paste? Like the mud the orcs are in that gives them life?
It has a name. It's called the Tubby Custard, okay?
Oh, my apologies. The Tubby Custard. Not what McDonald's chicken nuggets are made out of, because that's another fucking conspiracy theory.
I do love that one. That one soared. That one flew for so long where everybody's just like, this is the chicken nugget thing. And it's just like,
to this day,
but yes,
love
but
chicken nuggets. But can't not think about the Tubby Custard every time I think about a chicken nugget. They are synonymous in my brain. They will never not be.
Yeah. That could be explained because the Tubby Custard is a direct metaphor for the Tom Bombadil section of The Hobbit.
Oh my god.
Where it sucked.
Valid. That's a solid factual backing for that conspiracy.
Yes, fact checker said, I love when they showed kids what the nuggets were and they were excited to eat it. So what she's talking about is that like there was like a PETA thing where they were like showing kids like, you take the chicken carcass and the bones and you put it in a blender and they mix it up until it's into pink paste and then you fry it and then who wants to eat some? And they're all like, me.
Yeah. Do you think it was one of those things where like every time a kid does a commercial, their parents like, yeah, okay, go in there and be really enthusiastic. And so they all got prepped for it to be like this like exciting fucking thing. And then it ended up being like a shitty documentary, but the kids still had the vibe of being like,
No, see, Brittany beat me to it. Kids like gross shit. If anything, that is fucking amping up their want for chicken nuggets. Oh, you mean it's something gross? Hell yeah. Fucking slime is a big one. Yeah, they love slime. When I was a kid, creepy crawlers were a big thing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that was huge.
Where
gross jelly beans. Good call out, fact checker.
I hate gross jelly beans. I hate them so much.
The concept of them is so fucked up, and I actually do really like when people put them in their house and just tell people they're normal jelly beans, because I think that's funny. But fuck gross jelly beans.
I don't think I don't like it. I don't think that's a fun prank. I don't.
I think that's hilarious.
I think that there's better pranks to do.
I mean, for sure. It's lazy
tricking
as fuck,
somebody into eating something that tastes bad, like wasabi ice cream. No, that's not. That's not
okay. No, that's fucked up.
I don't like that.
That's straight fucked up. I do love sharing when something smells bad or tastes disgusting with the people I love, though. That's a love language for me. I'm like, this is foul, try it.
If you're on the same level of as the person, sure. Like if you get in writing, we are allowed to fucking make each other eat gross jelly beans. Power to you. But I will have none of that in the House of Gam.
The House of Gumagay. Okay, so our next 9/11 conspiracy is a very popular one, but I felt it needed to be discussed because there's a detail in here that I find so fucking funny and is what inspired my Bill Owens joke at the top of the hour.
What was the Bill Owens joke?
It was the one that I made at the very beginning about Bill Owens who quit 60 Minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See,
I know.
It's so irrelevant that I already forgot.
You forgot. Which actually is so funny. Okay, so this is the most, like, one of the most popular ones where people don't believe, like, the way that the towers collapsed. There are many people who do not believe that it was caused just by the planes, and they believe that the government, like, blew up the base of the towers to fabricate this situation and, like, make it worse. So there's a common conspiracy that there's additional energy that was needed to make the buildings collapse with the gusto in which they collapsed. A group of 8 scientists tried to post a paper on how, like, a large quantity of thermite at the base of the building could have possibly caused this, and they used quote-unquote nano evidence of thermite that was found in the dust of the rubble, but there was lots of hoopla about the chain of collection of, like, where this sample came from and whose hands it went through, and, like, it didn't go through any normally recognized channels. But so they went and published this in, like, a scientific magazine, and the editor of the magazine retired when they published it. They were like, I'm done here. I'm done with the universe. I'm going home.
Or is it that they ran out of Capitol Hill from politicians that were in on it?
That was a crazy sentence. They ran out of Capitol
Hill
from
because
the politicians.
It's stupid.
I just really like that somebody somewhere, like, this thing got published in their shit, or, like, they had to publish it, and they were just like, no, I'm done. I'm resigning. I can't do this.
Is it? Yeah.
You're all
again,
fucking
is
dumb.
It that? But you know that people are like, oh, see, they were threatened to leave, and it's like, no, they probably were just like, oh, this is where the world is going, and I hate it.
And I'd rather enjoy my retirement in a quiet garden, separated from all of you in the middle of Kansas. Goodbye.
Yeah.
All right, what's your next theory?
But was thermite found at Ground Zero, Rachel?
No.
It wasn't.
No. Not according to many scientific outlets.
My favorite theory is that when we booted on the Large Hadron Collider, we swapped universes, and it's been the Clowniverse ever since.
Well done. Well done.
Yes.
This one's good. It's Pentagon. The plane was too big for that hole. Must be a missile. Big plane, 125 feet wide. Too small hole, only 60 feet wide. How get in? The main argument is that the plane is not, I shit you not, a public official said this. The plane is not a cartoon and therefore does not leave a cutout of its shape when it crashes into things. And that's some of the
some Wile E. Coyote Looney Tunes
shit I've read all day. There are so many conspiracies that are so funny, but the fact that, like, a public official was like, yeah, this ain't a cartoon. It doesn't just leave the shape of itself when it crashes. And I love the people who are, like, inspired by the conspiracy of it, and they were like, no, it was a missile, not a plane. They actually went through, like, a whole legal process to petition the footage of the plane hitting the building. And then when they got it, they were like, this video doesn't have the answers I need.
Yeah, it's a lot of confirmation bias with all that shit.
Oh, God,
It's why I stopped caring. It's like, could 9/11 have been a big conspiracy theory so that we could go fucking attack a country for oil? Maybe, but I feel like there's a lot of easier ways to do it.
I mean, we could have just attacked them for their oil.
Yeah, it just feels like, you know, Occam's razor. It probably was not that.
It perhaps was not.
They could have done a billion things. Like, they could have staged a boat shooting up a McDonald's from out on sea to a McDonald's in New York with missiles or something. I don't know. That seems like such smaller scale and much easier to fucking sell a lie on.
Our government does stupider shit for less. They could have just been like, they blew up a sub. Nobody's gonna go fucking check.
Yeah.
We've started so many wars being like, don't blow up our subs, and then starting a fucking, like, a whole thing over that.
It's why I don't buy into the conspiracy theories about it all. Like, like, are people making good points? Sure. But I feel like it's just a lot of work, man. Unless the real fucking reason is much deeper than we think.
Honestly, my favorite part of going through all of these 9/11 conspiracies was getting to like rereading the reality of what they decided happened for 9/11 and why the buildings collapsed the way they did. Reading it and getting done with that portion of the article and being like, you know what, that actually sounds like a conspiracy. It's like I might be indoctrinated into one of these conspiracies, not really sure which one, but all of these sound fake.
It's just conspiracy theories. I feel like people want their world to have mystery so much that they just take the simplest, smallest thing and just fancify it by magnifying it by like 20 to make it seem like their life is more interesting than it is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe vaccines don't cause autism. You know?
No, they definitely do. I'm vaccinated and I'm for sure autistic.
No, on that, I've been seeing a lot of videos about how like autism, there's more autism now than there used to be. And it's just like, there's more reported autism. Because somebody's just like, my grandmother said that. She's like, they weren't autistic in my days. And then they showed off their fucking house and they're like, here's my shelf for my tiny spoons. And here's
the
dishes that we can't touch.
Yeah. Don't look at my train basement. I've been painting those for months.
I mean, hey man, maybe autism's been around, vaccinations or not. But
I don't know about you. It's the same as gays. It's just a liberal agenda. They just popped up out of nowhere.
Hey, Rachel, what's the gay agenda? What do the gays want?
Well, today it's to talk about 9/11 conspiracies. That's what the gays want. We don't ever know. That's why we never finish the agenda. It's very open-ended.
So I don't know. Hold on. Let me pull something up. Yeah, did you know that we're facing several rabies outbreaks across this great nation of ours, Rachel?
Are you serious? Because somebody today said something to me about rabies, and I was like, why are you bringing this up? I didn't ask the question out loud, but this would make more sense.
Also, why hasn't Roy been scaring us with rabies facts? Because
actually,
that's his whole job.
That's a really... Do you think he just doesn't care about us anymore? He's like, I fucking hope these people get rabies.
But no, 6 deaths within the last 12 months of rabies. A lot of them are bats, but I'm not even kidding when I say that people are, a lot of them are hesitating to give their pets rabies vaccinations because they don't want their pet to get autism.
That's fucking crazy.
That's the real gay agenda, is autistic pets.
Autistic
y'all ever get a cat? That's autistic.
That's autistic as fuck. They have sensory issues out the ass. Literally, actually, if you pet their little butts, they scoop their butt up and then they get mad at you after a little while.
Yeah, if you touch their buttholes, sometimes they just like.
Yeah, if you just finger them straight in the butthole, they're pissed about it. It's weird.
Well, I wasn't gonna go that far.
Well, I did. Don't worry about it. It's the gay agenda.
How far did you go? Like 2 knuckles, 3 knuckles?
No, just one. 2 felt too familiar. Even though I've bought them a lot of dinner, like it just felt wrong.
You gotta remember, cats are small. 2 fingers, you're basically like scraping their stomach.
Oh my god. I love your commitment to this bit, and it's horrifying.
Fact checker, can we not? You're right. Let's not.
You know when Brittany gets involved and tells us no, it's too far.
You brought the bit up. I wasn't talking about cat buttholes.
I know. Again, I refer back to I love your commitment to this bit, and it's horrifying. Oh, fuck. Anyway, our next conspiracy is cat buttholes. No. Gamage, are you ready for this one? No Jews died in the making of this terrorism.
What does that mean?
4,000 people worked at the World Trade Center, and not a single Jew died.
Because
they were told not to go to work that day. But, shockingly, to no one, Actually, 9.2% of the victims were Jewish, which is consistent with New York's population of having 9.7% Jewish population at the time. So we're just committing erasure in death.
I mean, while we're already
what a fucking conspiracy. You'd be like, not a single Jew died that day. What, Sharon?
It's not. Racism is happening and it's bad. I mean, there's there's that video footage of like the white teenagers like pushing a black kid into like a meat grinder.
What?
Nobody died, and he didn't get pushed in. But they're like, they're being racist, and it's in some Midwestern shithole state.
You sound like you're quoting a Stephen King novel.
It's something I saw on Reddit earlier. It's not a Stephen King novel. It's just life.
Ugh. Do you have another conspiracy theory?
Yeah, I've got a conspiracy. I have the truth. This is the truth.
Okay.
Blizzard games were never good. They just made not bad games at a time when games were pretty bad. That's it.
They were just okay, everybody. Shut the fuck up. I now feel like I need to Google like Blizzard games because I'm curious.
What do you, Warcraft, StarCraft?
No, I know that. They didn't make anything else?
Warcraft, StarCraft, World of Warcraft, World of StarCraft. Nah, that would have been cool. Overwatch, yeah, Overwatch. Look, Overwatch was so not good that Marvel came out and did it better. That's
they
it.
made Diablo. I thought people liked that.
Thank you. Yes, Diablo. I had a lot of fun at Diablo, and then
they really
I think
have
I
not
matured,
made much.
And then I.
Yeah, no, Blizzard's just okay. If Diablo's your flagship, that's rough.
Well, did you grow up with Diablo?
No. I do know that I have heard that it is an objectively good game, but I'm like, if that's the only one you've ever made, which I mean, I've never made a fucking video game, so I'm not actually shitting on this, but like, yeah, like I get it. We know World of Warcraft is the biggest there is. It's the biggest you've ever had. We get it, Brittany.
Have you ever played World of Warcraft, Rachel?
Yes, I have. I actually used to play for a while they had a free trial where you could play as much as you wanted for 7 days, but then they capped it at you could only play to level 10. And so I was like, well, I won't be binging World of Warcraft in 7-day increments anymore. And I did think it was fun, but it's not like the best video game I've ever played either, but I'm also not super, super into MMORPGs, so that makes sense.
Or video games in general.
No,
or
I do like video games. I just don't like playing them with you.
No, it's fair. I don't like playing them with you either.
Ah, perfect. Look at that. That's why we're friends.
I know
we
that
avoid each other.
It feels like we're making jokes, and Rachel might be making a joke, but I'm genuinely not.
He's not. I do cry myself to sleep about it every night.
She's still joking.
No, I'm not.
I'm laughing because it's awkward now, but I'm not.
Gamage, that was the truth. Like, I know where I sit in your life.
Hey, Rachel wants to play Peak. Do you want to play Peak? And I go, no. And then I make up an excuse, my ankle, and I'll go out to the couch and play literally anything else.
My biggest conspiracy theory is that Gamage actually enjoys me. That's the final one of the night, and I know it's not true, but it's where I like to pretend that I live. Do you have another conspiracy theory?
I think I'm tapped out, really.
Okay. I have a final funny conspiracy theory.
I mean, half of my conspiracy theories weren't even conspiracy theories. They were just
Gamage thoughts. Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to have something more substantial, and I was just going to talk about Trump being a fucking inflated bag of fart.
No, I think you did a great job. You called him what did you call him? Like a meth pouch for a ape's drug mule balloon? I don't know what you said, but it was good.
It was a heroin balloon. Have you ever seen like how people smuggle heroin? They're just from like little tiny fucking balloons.
Yeah.
Weird way to do it.
I don't know why I called it a meth pouch, but heroin balloon, yeah.
A meth pouch.
No, this is one of my favorite 9/11 conspiracies I came across today.
My favorite 9/11, you heard her say it.
My favorite 9/11, you cut that clip and you cut it good. Favorite 9/11. No planes were involved in the making of this 9/11. Here's how.
Oh, this is the one where there weren't really planes and they just did bombs and shit, right? Tell me.
No, it's better than that. So the former chief economist of the Labor Department under the Bush administration argues that no planes were used in the attacks during 9/11. It's all a digital composite and holographics layered over missiles to look like planes in 2001. David Shaler, who I don't know who the fuck that is because I didn't read it, I just read his quote and thought it was funny, said the only explanation is that they were missiles surrounded by holograms to make them look like planes. That's the only explanation, Gamage.
The only one. What about the people that went on the planes? What about the families that
No,
are
they
missing
were
those
just
people?
they just got onto missiles. They were all riding missiles.
The people got onto missiles instead of planes.
Yes, accidentally. It happens sometimes, and we all have to embrace it.
So Seth MacFarlane of Family Guy had booked a flight on a missile and then missed it at the last minute.
Yes.
Which led him into making Family Guy.
It's a common confusion. The websites are extremely similar. There's kayak.com and then there's missedmykayak.com where you get on a missile.
What?
I don't know. There's kayak.
Missedmykayak.com is a place to book a missile flight.
Yeah. Look it up. Missedmykayak.com.
I'm going to... Hold on.
Are you looking it up? I'm going to also look it up.
Missed my kayak or miss my kayak?
Missed, as in past tense, ED.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a thing. I don't know why I checked.
Apparently they shut it down after 9/11. Huh. Weird how that happened. Huh. Strange how suddenly you can't book a missile accidentally anymore. Huh.
Yeah, man, that's sound logic. I can't argue with it. I'd like to, but...
You're like, I really want to, but can't.
Missedmykayak.com. Use code WITPA for 50% off your first order.
This episode's been sponsored by MissMyKayak.com. You ever realize you forgot to book your plane, but you really need to get there fast? Go to MissMyKayak.com and book a missile. You'll get there quick. Maybe not alive, but you certainly will get there quick. Use WHTPAH as your at checkout, and you'll get a free missile.
A free missile where? For what?
Just wherever you want to go. It's one free missile booking. If you go with 2 people, you do have to pay for the second, unless they also use the code. It's not a very lucrative business, which might be why their website's a little fucked up.
Well, okay, that was a show. Music. The Gamage Rabbit List is a weird rabbit list playlist that my algorithm on YouTube generated, so I'm going down the list in no specific order. Number 35 is Sabrina Carpenter, who I put down here. I kept putting her down further and further because I was just waiting for a new album, which did just come out.
Hell yeah.
Man's Best Friend. Have you listened to it?
No, I haven't, but I do like Sabrina Carpenter. She's pretty good.
It's good. I've been enjoying it. House Tour is my favorite song, and someone pointed out that it sounds exactly like Chappell Roan's After Midnight, and I can't unhear it.
Oh.
But I've gotten no complaints because that's also probably my favorite Chappell Roan song.
Okay. Didn't you just suggest that recently too?
Yeah, I was talking about it when I brought up Chappell Roan. I talked about After Midnight's one of my favorite songs. Nobody's Son is also good. Go Go Juice. When Did You Get Hot? But the last song, aptly named Goodbye, is easily the best song I've heard her sing. It sounds like a beautiful amalgamation between ABBA and Dolly Parton. It's an incredible song, and it's the perfect song to like exit the album for.
Excuse the fuck out of me, ABBA and Dolly Parton?
I said it and I stand by it. Go listen to Sabrina Carpenter's Goodbye.
You know what musical group needs to get more people who are inspired off of their vibe? ABBA. I need more ABBA-esque experiences in my life, and I know they're out there, but I need to find them.
Yeah. But I mean, when you're done listening to Goodbye and you're like, that song was a masterpiece, listen to my favorite, House Tour, and be like, oh, this is what Gamage's vibe is. That's fun.
That's fun. That's festive.
that Gamage.
All right. My music artist of the week is Maz, which when you look up M-A-Z on Spotify, there's like 3 fucking options. The second one of where actually 5, sorry. Maybe 6. Yeah.
Well, at least
7.
it's simple.
No, 5 or 6. And one of the options significantly more famous than the person that I'm suggesting to you, so I don't know what fucking order they'll come in for you, but she's a tiny white girl. So if it's like a Brazilian Latin American man, you're in the wrong place. But he is also famous and appears to have good music. I listened to a couple random songs and I kind of enjoyed them, but that's not who I'm suggesting this week. This week I'm suggesting Maz, specifically her song Conundrums and Maybe Love. She's honestly so small that I could not Google her genre, nor did I re-listen to her music recently enough for me to remember exactly what type of music it is. But I liked it, and it's fun and upbeat, so there's that. Anyway, thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, or you also believe the Twin Towers have never fallen, please like and subscribe on whatever your most favorite podcasting place is. If you want us to talk about a thing, you can email us at whtpah@gmail.com. You can also follow us at We Have That Podcast at Home, all one word, spelled correctly. On Instagram specifically. If you just Google it, we'll also probably come up. I don't know. Or you can follow us at WHTPAH on Blue Sky. That's what on Blue Sky. True crime, bitch.
True crime.
True crime.
Let's do 9/11 true crime.
Oh fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's not. Let's do something I don't know, fresh.
So like Trump true crime?
We
could
do not
fun.
have. We do not have. We could not have enough time in one episode. There
I didn't say we need to cover all of it for years. Years and years. Let's just really dig deep into the Epstein files for our next episode.
Oh my God. So those finally got released. I say, oh my God, did they quotations. Really? I say in italicized quotations, because they weren't. They released the Epstein files. Most of it's redacted. 97% of it is already been out. So like they released like 3% of new shit. And again, all redacted.
Helpful.
But Trump's in there. Trump's a pedophile. It's been proven. It's been proven. Sorry to talk about Trump so much.
Are we?
Sorry about everything. Sorry about 9/11.
Gamage caused 9/11.
That's the real gay agenda.
I've been Off-Brand Rachel, and this has been We Have That Podcast at Home, and that thing over there is Gamage.